Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the cave. I'm going to do some work on the Mojave Grom and the TT02 today. I've been watching a great channel, Middle Earth Hobbit RC. I'll leave a link in the description below. And he's recently fitted some graphics to his 5 Degrees North and one of his other kind of short course trucks from a company called Basher Skinz, and they looked awesome. Now they don't do anything for any of the cars or trucks I've got, but they do, not for the top of the chassis, but they do the chassis underplate skins, and they do them for the Mojave and the TT02 and a bunch of other things. I'll leave a link to their page down below. I think it's kind of a one-man band, but it's like 4 or 5 days from order to delivery. They're not, you know, really reasonably priced. I've got them here. I've opened them to check it is what I thought it was, but I've not really had a good look at them, so we'll have a look at them together. So let's have a look. This is what you get in the pack. So we'll go through the pack quickly, and then I'll flip the camera around and we'll fit one of them. So come really well wrapped, actually, really nice. Okay, so we've got, so in the box, we've got some alcohol prep pads. I've also got some IPA, 99% IPA in there. I got, so for the TT02, I got kind of a car underbody. That's in the matte, the satin kind of matte finish. That looks really nice, actually. They're nice and thick, and they're on, so that'll be good. And then for the Mojave Grom, I went with one of the gloss ones. I'll try not to shine it too much. So I've got Diff Goblin. I really like the look of that. Looks like there's holes for the screws, and that's a gloss finish. That's really quite shiny. So they're the two things I ordered. In the pack I also got, and these are the same thickness. So I've got some RC damage bandages. They're the same kind of thickness. They're kind of thick stickers, so I think they'd be really good for when a body gets damaged. I won't say if, when. And then some kind of standard thickness sticker sheet with a bunch of stuff on, so we'll find some good places for those. I was really keen because the ones that Middle Earth Hobbit RC had looked phenomenal on the cars, and I was kind of wanted to see for myself because it does look good. I've got a box full of stickers, so I will add those to those that get added. The RC damage ones, these ones, I'm going to stick here in one of my little containers, and I will make sure that they come out in the bag with me whenever I've got the cars out. So we'll have a look, see how they fit. I'll flip the camera around. We'll do the Grom first, and we'll see how they go. Okay, so we've got it on the workbench now. As you can see, it's not the cleanest. It's not filthy, but so we'll give it some so we'll get some IPA on it. Give it a good clean down. Now, if this was on a body shell, I would normally use the soapy water method to get things on, but there's lots of gaps and holes and whatnot here, and so I don't think I want to use that. I'm assuming it kind of probably seals on the upper parts that it can see. So we'll now we will use one of their alcohol prep wipes just to see if it gives us anything else. I don't think it will. I think the kind of 100% IPA that I'm using already is good enough, but just in case, we'll give it another clean. Can never give it too much of a clean, right? And I think what we're going to do is I might end up cutting some of the backing off, but we'll end up kind of positioning it, placing it, and then kind of peeling from underneath. Get one edge set and then peel from underneath, I think is the way we'll do it. That has got more. It has actually got some more off, so I guess it doesn't matter how many times we do it, we're still going to get some off. But three of those. Don't think it's ever been this clean before. Okay. So I'm going to do it kind of facing towards me a little bit. Move the light a little bit. And I'm trying to work out exactly where things fit. What I do want to do is I'm going to very carefully cut that shape out, just to give me a bit more of a guide as we go on. I haven't got anything yet that shows me. I'm looking for something that will give me a definitive square up. Which probably doesn't really matter too much, although we have got the screw holes there and there that might be worth lining up on. Don't know. See what we can do maybe. It's quite thick material. That could be that edge there could be, if I line up on that edge and on that, let's have a quick look. So I line up on that edge, will that get me? I think it will. I think it will if I line up perfectly on there. Okay. Let's give it a go. What could possibly go wrong, chaps, eh? Okay, I think we'll go with that as the position and we'll see. What do I need? Screwdriver might do it nicely. What I don't want is what's about to happen there, where it folds in on itself. I want these dots to stay on the backing paper. Where's the other one? There it is. Like that, hopefully. Yes. Okay, missed slightly. Should have given myself a little bit more leeway, given myself a little bit more of a gap, maybe lined up on the top here and gone the other way. But the screw holes are there, they're available. Yeah, so I can get the screws in and out. There we go. And when it's on the upside down on the ground, you're not gonna notice that I put it 2 mil too far back. Actually, it still lines up nicely. You've still got all the gaps. So that's Diff Goblin done. I'm really happy with that. That is really, really nice. That looks really cool. that it gives it that really cool under skateboard kind of vibe. The stickiness, the adhesive. I don't know what adhesive he uses on his setup for that, but that adhesive is properly strong, really good. So I got away with one little reposition on that, which was okay. Now this one is the one for the TT02. Same procedure. I will come back and show you when that's done. Okay, welcome back. So you've seen Diff Goblin, so that's the Mojave Grom one, and then underneath the TT02 I went with, you can see it's a kind of matte, but I just went for that kind of underbody car kind of look. I think they've turned out really, really great. I absolutely love the Diff Goblin. Is amazing as a piece of artwork, as you know, an underbody to something like the Grom. I think that works really, really well. And for the TT02, I think having the slightly matted but kind of battered underbody kind of look, really, really happy, really pleased with how these turned out. Yeah, it's, again, for the price, brilliant service. You get two of those. You know, we talked about it. That's the sticker pack that you get as a kind of just general stickers that can go on boxes, transmitters, bags, whatever. And it's Basher Skinz. I will leave a link in the description below. You saw me put that one on live. That one I put on slightly differently, but if you didn't know, the TT02 has a ridge that runs up here, and you can see it there, even with that ridge. And these are thick stickers, like these are thick trans decals to go on, or thick skins to go on. Even with those, that thickness, without heat, it's gripped into the, I actually folded it up and put the center line in first on this one, because you've got those two screws to line it up at. But you can see it's gone round the bend. This has been sat for a good couple of minutes. I wanted to make sure that it didn't pop up, and it didn't. You know, for that, when this does, you can see it's scruffy, it flips. When this flips, you end up with that nice underbody look. I really, really like that. Let me reset the camera and we'll have a quick chat about what's next. Welcome back. As you can see, we've had a bit of a tidy up in the cave. Everything's tidied away. I think you'll agree those Basher Skinz are amazing. They look stunning on the bottom of those vehicles, so I'm really, really pleased with that. Again, as always, link in the description below to let you find them. There's a wide range of vehicles he does stuff for, not just what I've bought there for the TT02. I just don't have any of the other platforms that he's supporting currently. However, I might do in the future. Speaking of future, there is a parcel coming hopefully this week with a new vehicle. You'll see we've created a gap up on the top shelf. The Optima has got its rightful place up on the top shelf with the Centaur, and there's gap for something new. I've never owned one of these before, or this specific one before. I've owned some older versions of this type of vehicle, and they were quite frankly awful. I've been looking at videos. I'm excited about this. It looks good. The reviews and actually people who generally use it say it's amazing. I'm really looking forward to getting on it. An opportunity arose, and I kind of couldn't say no, really. Mechanically sound, has some cosmetics to work on. There's certainly a bunch of fasteners that look like they're rusted on the pictures. There's some bits of bodywork that are either broken or very, very scuffed. But everything else, and there's a couple of bits missing, but cosmetically. So next video should be me opening up the package when it arrives, looking at what's inside, having a look over it, checking it functionally, and then taking it out for a test run, and then working out any spares I need to buy. I'll definitely need some more batteries, and coming up with a plan for this one. It's like I said, it's going to be perfectly usable out the box, should be, but cosmetically there's some stuff I want to do on it. There's a couple of options I'm thinking about. I won't say too much more because it will give away what it is. If you fancy having a guess about what's coming next in the stable, chuck it in the comments below. I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong. I do always reply to comments anyway. I'm trying to learn and improve my cinematography, my filming, both with the drones and with the cars, and learning things and understanding what works. So, you know, on all the videos, I really love the feedback. Please let me know. Thank you as always for watching the videos, supporting, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe.